Question 35. We've got a ratio type problem here. The level of water in storage tank is decreasing at the rate of 4 inches per hour. After how many hours will the level have dropped 2 feet? All right. Now, what we talked about on some of the earlier questions, we have 4 inches per hour, and how many will it drop? 8 feet. We have one measure in inches and another measure in feet. So we can't just say, well, okay, 4 and 8, that's 2, so it'll take 2 hours, and there we go. In 2 hours, it will have dropped 8 inches, not 8 feet. So we got a unit of measure that is different, so we have to take that into account. So the way I would attack this problem is I would say, okay, how many hours is it going to take for it to drop 1 inch? And when I can determine how many it takes it to drop 1 inch, I can multiply that by 8, and that'll be, or excuse me, 1 foot, excuse me. How many hours will it take to drop 1 foot? And then when I find that, I can just multiply it by 8, and that'll give me how many hours it'll take to drop 8 feet. So if it's dropping 4 inches in an hour, I know there is 12 inches in a foot, and I will divide that by the 4 inches in each hour. So therefore, it tells me my answer here is 3. So it tells me that it takes it 3 hours 3 hours to drop 1 foot. So now how many hours will it take to drop 8 feet? I will just do my 3 times my 8 and 24. So in a 24-hour period, it will drop 8 feet. So recap that. I took my 4 inches per hour and I said, okay, how many hours is it going to take it to drop 1 foot? So I divided my 12 inches by every 4 inches in an hour, and I came up with 3 hours. I did 3 times 8, and I got 24. We talked about what the distractor was in answer A. We're using inches and feet and not making our conversion. And let's see, if we took and figured that it was take 4 hours, that's where the distractor in answer D would come, 32 hours. If we said 4 inches per hour, and so it would take us, if we divided, and we found that it was going to take 4 hours to drop a foot, then that 4 times 8 would be 32. So our correct answer was C, 24 hours.